Hey everyone, Melissa Metcalf-Leroy here, coming to you once again for the 52-week 2020 Eating Healthy Challenge. We are in week 8 and we have some very exciting new recipes for you guys. Some of you who have been following since we started this in 2016, you may notice that I do occasionally recycle recipes, especially ones that are my family's favorites. However, this week is entirely brand new recipes, so I'm very excited to share those with you. The first recipe that we're going to be starting out with today in the kitchen is going to be our beef bowl recipe. This is actually going to be our lunch recipe. So if you made the recipe last week, that was a chicken bowl recipe. I love these recipes because these are wonderful, quick grab and go lunches. And you don't have to worry about what am I going to eat for lunch or the temptation of going through a drive-through. So let's get started. All right, as you can see here on the counter, I have actually started with the beef already. So this is grilled. What I did was I actually marinated this in a Korean barbecue beef sauce. Let me get that bottle for you. I'm going to show that to you. Now there is a recipe that if you wanted to actually make this on your own, you certainly could do that. Otherwise, look for this in your ethnic food aisle. Many grocery stores sell this. This is a Korean barbecue sauce, and as you can see, you just want to shake it up really well. A lot of the good stuff is at the bottom. And then once you open this, it does need to be refrigerated. So what we did is we actually took this steak. You can use sirloin steak, you can use a flank steak. I chose here a ribeye steak because it was on sale this week. We marinated this for about 30 minutes. And so what we're going to do is we're going to cut this up for about 4 days worth here. The next ingredient that we're going to add is actually cauliflower rice. So this is in the Steam Fresh variety. This you can find at your local grocery store in the frozen food section. This is what I call a time saver. You could also use, if you followed last week and the week before, the Seeds of Change, brown rice and quinoa. You could do that as well. And then to that bowl, we are going to add a mixture of wonderful fresh veggies here. So we've got a yellow bell pepper, a red bell pepper, some green onions that we've just chopped here, and cucumber. Now, if you're on a restrictive diet and cucumbers are not acceptable on your plan, you can always substitute cucumbers for either yellow squash or zucchini. So keep that in mind. Some people who are on restrictive plans, cucumbers, particularly the peel, inhibit digestion. So if you wanted to try it, I always suggest taking off the peel for that. So we're going to go ahead and just lightly cut this up. It's not going to take much because this marinated in that sauce for about 30 minutes. It's going to be a very, very tender piece of meat here for the week. So we've got that sliced here. We're just going to add this to the bowl. So however much you would like, whatever portion size that you are consuming throughout the week. And then we're going to add to this our cauliflower rice. And then we're just going to mix it up with veggies. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to divide the veggies for about 4 days worth, because that's this large piece of ribeye steak. That's what's going to feed me for about 4 lunches throughout the week. We're just going to top it with a little bit of green onion. Now, if you wanted to, you could use an additional 2 tablespoons to a tablespoon of the Korean barbecue sauce and just put that over your cauliflower rice so it's not as dry throughout the week when you reheat that. And that would be absolutely delicious for lunch. So we've got this in a glass bowl. We're just going to put the lid on this. This is going to go in the refrigerator. This will keep about 5 days in the refrigerator, so it's a great grab and go for lunch. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this recipe.